Hey everyone. So this week, one thing that really stood out to me was Warnock's focus on useful redundancy. So according to Warnock, he suggests that as teachers, we should provide information to our students through multiple means. Redundancy and repetition will help students stay on track so we can focus on the more challenging and complex task of helping them improve their writing. Our organizational methods should have redundancy built in and should provide students with instructions that create useful categories. So I really like that. I really thought that was something important to think about as I move into planning and thinking about my online courses. But currently, I am not teaching online, so I'm gonna think about and look at how my on-site class kind of fares in terms of redundancy and repetition, which, spoiler alert, I don't think there are enough entry points for my students right now. But so far it's been able to work out okay because I supplemented. It's kind of a supplemental aspect of the class. It's not the only way I'm interfacing. I'm seeing them twice a week. We're reviewing things. We're thinking about how to read Canvas, how to make sense of Canvas. But once we're all online, it's just, as we all know, that's the only entry point for students. So here's my homepage. This is what they see when they log on for English 100 this semester. I have this big image of the American flag, which is thematically linked to the text we're using, Reread in America. I know a few instructors use that. But I thought it'd be kind of a cool way to welcome people to the class. Then underneath that, I kind of have a brief kind of overview and a guiding question that I like to share with students here. And then I figured, here's where I would link to the syllabus, so they can link to the syllabus. And then here's something, it's just kind of an overview of assignments up to now. Then over here is obviously my to-do list, but this is the main entry point, I think, for important information that I've used up to date is modules. And let's just look at modules for a second. That became the most maybe kind of common sense or intuitive approach for me. I don't know, when I was messing around with Canvas. But having watched Curry and Jim's videos, I really see a lot more options in terms of organizing files and information, not only for the students but also for me. So let me show you one of the concerns I have with modules as a kind of landing point for a lot of our work. I mean, if you look, you really have to scroll down. So here I have kind of reading and writing instruction stuff. A lot of it I've borrowed from Curry and the handouts that he's posted on the HSE website, or HSE Canvas page, I should say. Then I have in-class readings, some stuff we've done, in-class work, and then I arrange it thematically through units. So I have Unit 1, some stuff that we were working on, Unit 2, and Unit 3, which we're working on now. But as you can see, you really have to scroll down a lot just to get to where we are right now, which is Unit 3. So I think, again, going through some of the strategies that Curry was discussing in terms of recursiveness, and also what Warnock says about repetition and redundancy in a useful way, right? This idea of useful redundancy was really compelling to me. So I just see it from a student view. It looks okay, right? I mean, we have this nice welcome. We have this calendar here. We have to-do lists, right? Let me see what modules looks like. So again, modules are there. They're there. The information's there. But the question is, right, how accessible is it? How many opportunities are there for them to interface with this information, right? How much searching and scrolling are they going to have to do? And I think Curry pointed out scrolling isn't a bad thing, right? So much of what we see online is through that action of scrolling, but I think the scrolling should be more maybe linear. I guess it's kind of linear here in terms of unit 1, 2, 3, but I would like to challenge myself to make it more up to date as you click on the week's schedule. So I've done a lot. I've thought quite a bit about how I want to arrange my Canvas page. So I came up with this worksheet, or this diagram. Let's see if I can get it on the camera. So this would be my new landing page right here. So we have English 100, welcome to English 100. I have a little area where I'd like to do discussions. So again, to kind of bring in student voices as like one of the primary landing spots for an online course. Calendar schedule. So I thought that was really compelling in Jim's video, how they could click on that and see that very clearly. Click on the calendar, and it kind of reinforced the week's work. Then I thought I'd have a little section for readings prompts, so they could click right on that. Then there would be another little tab for resources, instructional handouts in terms of essay structure, grammar, that kind of stuff. And then at the bottom would still be the nice greeting, give it a sense of the focus, but then a link to syllabus, which would then reinforce a lot of the things on the tabs that I have up here. So I think it all kind of centers around Warnock's emphasis on useful redundancy, repetition, giving students lots of options for entering, but having them also be recursive, as Curry mentioned, where there's a method to this repetition. It all kind of links back to these important dates, assignment scaffolding activities. And I really want to, as I said in my little diagram, emphasize the student voice more. So I haven't been doing enough, I don't think, with discussions. I really want to open up discussions and have it kind of be one of the important landing points for students as they come in to the class online. So that's kind of where I'm at. I have a lot that I want to do. I want to really not only think about some of the things I mentioned for when I teach online eventually, but for next semester, for spring, really think about how can I make Canvas more integral to the on-site class and give students a lot more entry points to see and do the important things that I'm asking them to do. So as always, any insights, feedback, help is appreciated, and I'm already enjoying watching a lot of the videos that you all have posted. So I look forward to more. All right, thanks.